Welcome back to Girls Rewatch, a podcast about girls,
TV, and girls on TV.
I'm Amelia Retaller.
And I'm Evan Lazarus, and today we are doing Season 5, Episode 6, Lost and Found.
We have two guests today, which is epic, double trouble. So for today's episode intro, since the episode is kind of about old Jewish people, we thought it would be fun to talk to Evan's grandma. So Evan's pulling up their laptop now, and we're going to get Ina on the phone.
Hi, Ina. I can see you. How are you?
I see you.
You're on the Girls
Did you
Rewatch
see
podcast.
That beautiful picture of your mother and father.
Oh, I did. They are in
Yeah,
Italy. They just landed.
Great.
I know. How good did they look?
What are you doing?
Well, you're on the Girls Rewatch podcast.
You're on our podcast. Hey.
Hey,
What are you up to today? Here, do you want to come
what
and
are you
down?
doing today?
We're recording a pod, and then I'm gonna go maybe like home. I don't know what I'm gonna do today. What are you doing?
I was just sitting reading. That's all.
What are you reading?
Reading about Franklin Roosevelt.
Oh,
Franklin Roosevelt?
What are you learning about him? What are you learning
What
about
do I-
him?
what?
Are you learning about him? She doesn't have her hearing aids in.
Nothing. It is Madam Secretary, the first woman who ever held a political office. She was the Department of Labor.
Oh, quite interesting of a read.
My God. And perfect for Girls Rewatch, where we highlight female stories.
How's Harold?
Who's Harold?
Like
How's who?
Harold?
Carol?
Harold? What's his name? The guy we ate lunch with.
I don't have my hearing aid in. I don't know what you say.
Who's the guy we ate lunch with?
When you come into Providence, look at all those beautiful pictures.
I know, the Girls Rewatch background.
Hey, so do you want to interview me?
Yeah, we're interviewing you right now.
This is being recorded.
Yeah, but I'd have to go put my hearing in.
It's okay, Ina. I'll call you later.
No, that's all right. Have a good weekend. Do something fun but safe.
Okay,
Okay,
Ina.
everybody at home listening, do something fun but safe.
Okay.
Love you.
Love you both.
Bye.
Bye.
Glad you called.
Aw, love you. I want to see her try to hang up.
Okay.
Let's see if she
And
can.
what do I push to get the words up?
Oh, she
Huh?
has a translation thing, so it transcribes
All
everything.
right.
There's a button on the
Sometimes
side of your
it
screen.
comes.
There's a button on the
All
side of your screen.
All right, go and enjoy.
Okay, love you.
Love you. Bye-bye.
I'll text you. Bye.
Oh, wait. My grandmother never said she loved me, so for Ina to reach out means the
She
world.
said she loves you. Yes, it's beautiful.
My heart is full.
Okay, you know you're going to love our two guests on this episode.
See you in a jiffy. Karas dissolved. Joining us on the couch today from Decadence Podcast, it's Allison O'Connor and Garrett Williams.
Yes, thank you for having us.
We are so happy to be here.
I literally feel like, what is it? Twin flames? When two and two, it's like gay guy, girl.
Gay guy, girl.
it's
yes.
really important.
It really
to
is.
find that.
I like to
really
feel like
is.
I'm an individual.
That's okay.
Totally.
And so we can either be the same or different. Up to you.
Different.
Okay, perfect. We'll be different.
This is really a beautiful moment because Amelia and I really formulated a friendship at your guys' open mic.
Well,
How's
yeah.
the gate sheet?
Oh
We
my
host-
God,
We are hearing the calls for.
I know.
There's a yearning in the community for it to return.
We're now a part of like queer Brooklyn comedy history for a group of comedians that started like a couple years after us.
Yeah.
And I think it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's it like to
people-
have an impact?
It's a lot of pressure.
Totally.
It's like
Totally.
having a child. You can't describe it till you have
Yeah,
it.
a child that you killed.
Yeah. Cain and Abel.
Bring back Gaethje.
Bring back Gaethje. We're hearing the calls, and we don't want to do that.
Totally.
The issue, if we did, we'd have to have about 19 hosts.
Yeah.
Because I think,
Yeah.
I mean, you
And
were kind of
counting.
an honourary host for a
Well,
long
and
time.
it's like
million times.
I'd actually prefer if you guys didn't bring it back because I know the onus will fall on me.
Yeah, you would have to clock in.
And I can't take that on right now, you guys.
know.
Everybody has to carry the mantle of hosting an open mic at some point, and y'all both do it.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
anymore.
Well,
Okay.
Evan left, and mine is 4 people. Well, ours is supposed to be the predecessor, or what's the thing after?
The ancestor.
Successor.
The successor to
We had a
Gaethje.
whole episode about not remembering that word.
Totally.
Successor.
But people
remember?
hate 6:30 on
you have to plug your
Thursdays.
podcast once or twice, not the whole damn episode.
Sorry, most of our memories of hanging out together are from the podcast.
Yeah,
so-
Well,
totally. At
Allison
this point,
O'Connor
no.
has my favorite joke where she's like, I don't want to botch it in front of you.
I said being friends with a gay guy
No,
is
let
like
her
being
botch
friends
it.
with the mayor.
Yeah, where you're like, who's Taj?
You skipped half of it.
I skipped half of it.
totally. The
And I
punchline
go
is
see her
Taj.
live to see the middle part.
Honey,
Yes.
middle part, and I'll have a middle part
Middle
as well.
part.
Oh.
Come on.
No, what do you guys do on Decadence? You talk about life.
We talk about glamour.
We talk about glamour.
And we really talk about sex a lot.
Oh, well, yes, but there's so much glamour in sex.
And we talk about.
Is there?
There is. You
Oh
have to
my-
tune
I've
in
never
all
heard that,
around.
actually.
Wait till you have it. It'll be good.
We talk about gay guys and beautiful women.
Yeah,
Wow.
pretty much that's what we're doing. Gay guy lesbian
What, you-
relations.
Right.
Totally.
You exhausted everything after 3 episodes, it sounds like.
Yeah.
It's,
Not much left.
You don't understand the well that gay people have to offer.
No, you really don't. We're really talking about the deep, deep pain we've experienced.
Totally.
That sounds lovely.
That's what Amelia's take on Girls Rewatch podcast is.
Yeah, exactly.
Deep pain of experience.
It is sometimes we talk about TV. Mostly it's about Amelia's past
Yeah.
trauma for listeners at home.
It is like I went to the beach with everybody
See,
in
here
this
we go
house,
again. Jesus.
and they were like, "The way you are, Rachel Dratch's like character,
Debbie
where it's
Downer.
just like any fun topic we bring up, and I'm like, one time I got in trouble like that.
I had something once.
It's like you can't bring up anything around Amelia, but whatever, it's beautiful.
You have a good memory, though.
Yeah, and I'm like,
For the past.
by the way, yeah, I know people
Well,
are
that's
like,
what you remember.
There's working memory.
Oh, let's hear
What?
about that.
So working memory is kind of what we're all. It's 12 things you kind of hold in your mind at any point.
12?
It maxes around 12.
Mine are the apostles.
Yeah, I know. I was just gonna say like the disciples.
No, it's kind of like what our surroundings right now. Like it's a 24-hour period, and then your working memory, your short-term memory gets turned into long-term memory.
Like
While
when-
you sleep, it's conversion of
this
it.
is like the thing where
I love when you get like this.
yeah,
Awesome.
where
love
people
this
with
side of it.
dementia
Come on,
have that one, but
scientist.
not the other one.
Yeah, but dementia affects your working memory before it affects your long-term memory.
Okay, well, I just want to say when like you have a lot of random knowledge is what I'm finding out. I used to live in Austin for 5 years, and somebody was asking me about all the different bodies of water, and you were like, "I got this," and you were like literally like Town Lake, Ladybird Lake, like talking about the differences and what water source feeds them all, and like which is safe to swim in, and I was like, "Dear God."
Yeah,
I stay curious.
Evan is so knowledgeable on things I would never know about.
Yeah, literally, and that's one I
Congratulations, by the
should
way.
definitely know about.
I really love. My
Bodies of
memory is very
water.
episodic.
You have a curious mind.
Well, episodic, so I remember like a lot of details.
But it's like
when it
you've
comes
been to
actual-
Austin once.
4 times.
Okay.
Once
Holding space.
times 4.
Holding space.
Guys, what's your deal?
So right, this is gonna kind of be like, who are you guys, and how did you find Broad City, and kind of how do you relate to it?
Oh, absolutely.
That's beautiful.
Well, how did we find it? It was okay. Picture this. You're in college and yeah, you're on the improv group.
Okay, world build for us.
Yeah,
Literally.
being like a hashtag woman in comedy is new, and people are
You're the
talking
one
about
girl?
it. No, I'm not the one girl, but I was coming a couple years after coming. A couple years
It's not ours.
after.
Save it for your pod. TV.
After like the one girl, whatever. And I, it was like post like Bossy Pants and like Yes Please and all those books, and we all read those and we were obsessed with that. And then this show came
Enough.
and I was obsessed. And so like I was, starting to do comedy, and I was just obsessed with these
Really, girls can be funny.
These girls, yeah. And I was like, oh my God, and they can be gross. And I think that's what was really cool.
Yeah, because before Bridesmaids, it's like no one had been gross.
Yeah, it felt. I mean,
Not one.
Not even
one.
like.
She's not talking about the movie. I'm telling you that.
I know, like, what do we? I had Molly Shannon, I guess, like doing Superstar.
Yeah.
That was kind of gross, but like, yeah, just to see them be like messy and like nasty and really leading it, and it was just them two. There was no like guys in the friend group. I thought was really special.
Yeah. I did similar for me, but this was like end of college for me, and it was like maybe I'm getting too granular in it, but it's like the pipeline of being like, I'm doing UCB, doing an institution, and then like that leads you to having a television show.
Yes.
And
Right.
being like, there was still that pipeline there of like where this is a hopeful thing that's gonna
You're like,
happen.
I'm gonna do Herald Team, and then it's all gonna happen.
Literally.
Garrett really did that.
I
like,
moved to Chicago and I was like, okay, I'm going to do Second City. And so it was like, okay, this is like a inspirational thing for that.
For you to do the even more vintage route is cool.
Totally.
And it's so like kind of a part of our story because we met working at a summer camp together when we were both in college.
I know.
In like 2014.
I know.
I had no idea.
Yeah, so we met at a summer camp in Texas and we bonded because Garrett did improv at his college and I did improv at my college, and we would just like walk around and like I just thought he was so funny. And it was just so part of that era of like we both like want to be comedians and like this is gonna be us one day.
Yeah.
And,
Aww.
It was just us walking around the Christian summer camp listening to Lady Gaga.
So, yeah, literally like screaming. Well, Garrett was screaming, "I live for the applause," and I was just giggling. Still are
What camp was it?
Laity Lodge.
I don't know that one.
It's
Yeah.
okay.
I went to Glen Lake.
Let me
I've
take
never
this
heard of
one.
it. Yeah, you're about to be
It's
like,
off the Frio River. Yes.
the geography is actually very interesting.
We're so excited to talk Broad City with you guys. We're gonna do a quick summary, and then we'll find out what girls you are.
Yay!
All right, so season 5, episode 6 is called Lost and Found, and it's directed by our hacks girl Lucia Anello, of course, and it's written by Paul and Lucia. So
Why can't she be the Broad City girl? Because here's the thing, she did a lot of this show too.
You're right. You're right. And there's some awesome noticeable guest stars.
Our hacks girl. We haven't talked about that show once on this pod.
Alan Cumming, Clea Duvall, Susie Essman, and Sasha Velour. Hello.
Hello.
Abbi wakes up next to her new girlfriend, Leslie. As Abbi snores, Leslie watches and then presents her with a yellow newsboy cap. Abbi forces a smile, but the gift doesn't quite sit right, literally and figuratively. Meanwhile, Ilana reveals she's applying to grad school and struggling to write her personal essay. Inspiration strikes when she takes a DNA test and discovers she's related to Saul, a Holocaust survivor living in Manhattan. She convinces Abbi to come meet him at an assisted living facility, but their visit quickly escalates when they smuggle him out in a rolled rug. Their adventure becomes a crash course in Jewish New York, spanning the Holocaust Museum, Zabars?
Zabars.
That's a different bagel store you actually got out of that. That's really cool.
And a drag brunch with Alan Cumming and Sasha Velour. While Ilana mines Saul's stories for her essay, Abbi notices how bluntly Saul talks about his past, his losses, and his joy in small pleasures. Watching him embrace life on his own terms makes her reflect on her own hesitation with Leslie. But at the end of the day, Abbi tries on the hat once more, still not even close to looking right on her, but Leslie leans in for a kiss anyways.
And that's what you missed on Glee.
Oh. Don't get any ideas, girl.
Iconic episode. I remember this one. I remember being like, it's so.
It's our next segment. Do you remember this one?
I
You got it.
I remember this one because it's like
not her working
they end up
memory.
at IKEA.
Yes.
Yes.
And it's like when Broad City does a location like Red Hook IKEA, it's like, yes.
It's
Literally.
like, oh my God. And it's so nice to watch it now that you live in New York and have been to the Red Hook IKEA.
Yeah.
And, you know, when he's like, Red Hook, and they're like, that's hard to get to. I'm like, it is.
It literally is.
Got a new appreciation.
But before we get into the episode, why don't we ask you a little question first?
Girl, what girl are you?
I was scared to be asked this question in front of Garrett because I feel like he deeply knows which girl I am.
Well, do you guys want to
we'll
answer for each other?
Well, okay.
It's-
I think
well-
I think I'm a girl specifically for this episode.
Okay, let's hear it.
And I think I'm Ilana for this episode.
Yeah.
Because her being like, oh, this is gonna solve my problem. I have a 12th cousin, and I can write my paper about him, and then I'll get into grad school. It's like, I think maybe we think the same way, where it's like, if I change this one thing about me, or if something comes into my life, it's like, here's the answer. I figured it out, all my problems, and that's what matters, is what will help me.
That's true. You always are like, I've found the antidote. And then it's like truly what's it called? Rube Goldberg machine of solving a problem.
Yes.
That could be fixed with 1 hour of
I relate to
literally.
that because I'm always like, this is the self-help thing that's gonna change it.
Yes,
absolutely.
always. And then you do it, and then 3 weeks later you're like, wait, I hate this actually.
No. And she's like, well, I sold my DNA to the government. My bad.
Yes.
Whoopsies.
Here I am in Red Hook.
And I do think, I'm kind of an Abbi, just in
Yeah.
general.
Yeah.
I think I'm gay and stressed out. And but I do feel like I'm Ilana to you, because I'm like, you are so handsome.
Well, I think I'm the one of the Abbi in our relationship, but in like the flip, like in real, or like outside of that, in real life.
In real life, outside of you two.
It's like, I think we might be flipped a little
How
bit.
so?
I think I'm a little more manic than maybe you are.
That you're,
But like in
yeah.
our friendship, I feel like we have the friendship dynamic of that flipped.
Actually, that's true, but I think it depends. I think it's right now because I'm the single one.
Totally.
And so I'm being like, oh my God. And you're like, you're a lover. You're just a lover, okay?
Yeah. Go out there and do whatever you want, girl. Yeah.
Girl, what girl are you
That's
this
so
at?
special, Saul.
Oh, and he is really making me laugh.
Yeah.
too.
He was good. I love when he pretended to be dead.
I yearn to be
Yeah.
old
Totally.
and like Jewish like that.
Yeah, I think you can do it.
I will.
I think, yeah, maybe.
yeah.
I know it will happen. We just called my grandmother before this.
And
Yeah, it's happened.
yeah.
No, there's something that's always been so. I wonder in every culture, but Judaism, we like love our elders in a real way. And there's something so uniquely funny about a Jewish elder, because all the tropes of Judaism are so much heightened in age. Like as someone gets older, their Jewishness only becomes more pronounced, and it's so apparent in the character of Saul. And that's
Yeah.
something I've always really appreciated. Jewish people become Jewish with age. It's really specific. It really is true though.
Yeah, it's special.
Yeah.
Some are born Jewish, some become Jewish.
Because Judaism is all about like neuroses and like the where it's like that the comedy comes from the being neurotic or whatever, and it is so. It's so heightened with age.
I feel like as people get older, they feel more comfortable just like being like no bullshit with everything. And I feel like that's so much of Saul's character, is being like, hello, the food here sucks ass.
Let's
Take
get
me
out of
out.
here,
Yeah.
I love his high tops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I found a
High
dope
tops.
pair.
Oh, and old people always pick like one special thing. Like my grandmother dyed her hair purple for a while. It's like
That's
they can do
sick.
that. They can do that.
That is awesome.
You're not like, dictated by society after a certain age.
Yeah.
They just have fun.
I feel like at best, like I feel like, you know, if I'm like 80 being like, oh my God, like I better not eat dessert, just kill me.
Yeah.
Because like I don't know. I feel like that's how I want to be when I'm old. It's
Yeah.
like just letting it fly.
I know the old women with the eating disorders on TikTok make me so sad.
Yeah, it's horrible.
I'm like, eat the wafer, bitch.
I know, sorry I made it go there.
Eat the wafer.
Eat the wafer, bitch.
Girl, what girl are you?
I think ultimately I am Ilana because I was so excited to do 23andMe a couple years ago. And then Evan let me know the entire board kind of walked out of their meeting because they learned something scary about what they're doing with my DNA. But I needed to do it because I'm a sperm donor baby and I wanted to find out all my half siblings. And I have like 8.
Oh.
Whoa.
And now we have a group chat on Instagram.
Wait, so you
And
had
they're
to-
really supportive of my podcast adventures.
Wait, that's amazing. Shit. I need to get some half siblings to come to our shows.
They all live in like California, but they're like, yes, girl. And they all do like jujitsu or like something
They
random.
all do jujitsu.
Well, 2 of them, which
You've got
is a lot.
7 half siblings
I mean,
doing
If
jujitsu.
you have 8 half siblings and 2 of them do jujitsu, that is
25%.
Yeah, it's a
I'm
lot.
addicted to zooming in on their like icon profile pictures. It's like Facebook where it's like you have to friend request them.
Yeah.
And then you're like, so we share 50% of our DNA. And then I'm like trying to figure out like, am I the hot one? Like, where do I fit into the bunch? Like, what's the vibe? But
Well, I mean, one of my favorite visual gags in this episode too is when they cut to the picture of his dad, Sal's dad. It's Ilana with a mustache.
And she's like, I don't see it.
yeah, she's like, no.
I think it's so funny.
We're gonna talk about the gags in a second when
Sorry.
we come back. No, we're talking about our broad in the butter
I
after
love
this
when
break.
you cut to segues. And we're back from the break. Guys, let's get into the broad and the butter of it all.
Please.
Oh my God, where do we begin? The cold open, Ilana calls her mom and is like, what kind of mental illnesses do we have?
No, that's not even a cold open.
Oh, what is it? Oh, it's Abbi and her girlfriend.
It's Abbi and your
Yeah.
girlfriend with the hat.
Clea Duvall.
Sorry,
Clea
yeah, talk
Duvall.
about, it's so exciting to have you on to talk about this episode.
A real life lesbian.
It's true.
Congrats, girl.
I just want to say, like, I love it when people in TV shows just cast, like, an icon to be their love interest.
Why not,
If-
right?
Yes, like if I had a show, I would be like, and then I wake up in bed with Clea Duvall. Like, yeah, that's awesome.
And then it's like they always do it as a bit and then they show up in the show. Like the same thing happened with Too Much where Lena was like, and then Rita Ora shows up. And then Rita Ora was like, yes, I will show up.
Yes. It's so fun. So I'm just like, yeah, that's fucking sick. And if Clea Duvall bought me a yellow hat, I would wear it too.
Clea Duvall and Rita Ora in the same sentence is awesome. We finally did it. That is so good.
Two queer icons.
But that is fun. She's a doctor. So she's like, Abbi, you're not breathing.
Or you're watching me sleep. No, I was
And
watching
then
you try to breathe.
I love so the running gag for 5 seasons is that Ilana's like, Abbi, you're not Jewish. And then they were like, what if Clea did the same thing? Okay, yes. Perfect.
No, it's a fun intro, and I love that the yellow hat throughout this whole episode plays as kind of a euphemism, a metaphor almost for Abby's
When they're
queer
walking through the
identity.
park
Yes, it's a
and
great
Ilana's
scene.
like, you've never looked at a hat before.
Right.
And she's like, well, I don't know if I'm going to be a hat girl forever. And then
Quoting the scene.
and then Ilana's like, so what's the deal? And Abby's like, I don't know. Is that a good?
Yeah.
No,
That was
it wasn't.
really well said.
Is that
Line thing
accurate?
where it's like, are we still talking about the hat? He's like, yes, we're talking about the hat.
Yeah.
I was like, yes, come on.
Yeah.
Metaphor,
It was never about the
writing,
hat.
Exactly.
I just love that everybody, like in the streets, in the stores, are like, damn, that's an ugly hat.
Yeah, I know.
Because it's so like when you wear a new item, you're like, everybody's gonna know I don't usually
Yes.
wear hoops. And then it's like, no one does. But in their reality, it's like, everybody's like, why the fuck is she wearing that?
Imagine it's the year 2019 and someone's calling any article of clothing ugly. Did you see what's on those people's bodies back then?
I know that jean dress with the t-shirt under. I was like, that is what everybody was wearing.
Exactly.
Did you see what was on those
Did
people's
you-
bodies is amazing.
It's true. I'm like, everyone was dressing ugly. Even Alan Cumming. Jesus
Alan
Christ.
Cumming.
The short
Girl,
suit.
that was that is
painful.
gross.
It was tough.
Yeah.
I mean, even every episode, like the one right before this, Abby's at kind of the MoMA, and everyone's like truly just like textiles straight out of a textile shop. I wanted to say something other than textile, but I had to say it twice.
Hey, don't cry, baby. It's okay. Okay, so then we cut to Ilana being like, I gotta apply to grad school. I don't have a story to tell. I need to learn about the Holocaust from my 16th cousin. To figure out, because she's studying psychology, so she's like, we need to figure out like how we're storing trauma in the hips. And I think it's so powerful because this was the year we found out that trauma was stored in the hips. Like it was right at the beginning of like the Body Keeps Score era, where we were like,
yeah.
oh, like maybe we do carry the past with us. Like I feel like no one considered it before this episode.
Wait, I think you're right. This invented like that you can be affected by your past family members. What's that?
Literally.
Inherited trauma.
Inherited trauma, like the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. We would not have Charlie XCX's apple without this episode.
Wow.
We wouldn't have the airport.
Was it inherited trauma of Freud?
No,
No,
it was
No, it
actually
wasn't.
Abbi and Ilana.
It was
sorry.
Abbi and Ilana. You're being
I thought it was
crazy.
the 20s, but
It's the girls.
It's the girls.
It's the girls.
Does anybody have an inherited disease from their parents that you know of?
What a great question.
It's our favorite question to ask on the pod.
I'll diagnose. I guess I will.
Yeah.
Anxiety, depression, OCD.
Oh, that's
Oh.
interesting. You think I have
No.
depression?
You did, but you got through it.
Right, it's true. I was depressed in July.
I probably could stand a little bit more anxiety, huh?
I know.
Sometimes I let
You-
things fly too fast.
I was gonna
close to
say
the sun.
you don't read. You're one
You
of the
don't read
least
anxious at
anxious people
all.
I know.
He's more depressive. I'm more anxious.
Totally.
Yeah.
And yeah, people this week specifically have been, Amelia, I really wish you would get diagnosed with something.
Anything. We
Yeah,
don't
like,
care what.
And what is it?
That's so funny.
I
Yeah.
think the thing is like
Yeah.
you don't really know what you're gonna inherit until it's truly activated. Like so much of it is cancer. Unfortunately.
I know, yeah.
Totally.
My mom keeps beating cancer, not telling me, and I'm like, this is hereditary, Bridget. Clue me in.
She keeps beating cancer. It's so
She
funny.
keeps beating a different
way to
cancer.
go,
I
girl.
know.
For her.
She's so
Damn.
resilient. She went to her
Secretly.
first concert this week, and she
Oh.
was live texting me like,
Benson Boone.
it was like a guy that looks like that, a 24-year-old like Nashville singer.
Yes.
But she like called me before so panicked. She was like, everybody's gonna make fun of me because I'm 60 and at emos, and I'm like, girl, it's okay. Like, go have fun. They're gonna love you. People are obsessed with your age group going out for a girls' night. They're gonna adore you. And she texted me at the concert like, this is the best night of my life. Everybody's being so nice. I feel like I'm
Aw,
truly
that's
enjoying life for the first
beautiful.
time.
From
Oh my
community.
God. Okay, yeah. Well, that's the
Literally.
disease you guys both share.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying life for the first time. If you have a fun night, it's like,
Literally.
wait, shit, I forgot it's not all bad.
It's literally that.
I
I'm
do think
still
I have some
recovering.
undiagnosed dyslexia.
You
Oh.
do.
I really can't spell to save my goddamn
Oh,
life.
you guys can connect on that.
Yeah, I have that too.
Yeah, it's tough.
And you
I'll
know
walk you through it.
Evan gets really far with it.
Yeah.
Like-
Are you doing voice to text?
No, I'm just misspelling shit left and right.
Voice to text will change your life.
I know.
Whenever
Or voice memo, and then adding everything through ChatGPT to fix grammar.
Totally. Well, yeah.
Whenever
of course.
anyone in our friend group accidentally sends a text with a bunch of mistakes, they're like, Evan Core.
Oh, I'm like, hey, leave
Am I
it
in that
alone.
group?
Yeah, you're like, who are you talking about? I've never met those
What are
people.
you talking about?
Oh, I'm good. You're
New to
just.
me.
Yeah, I guess you're never looped in. I could start CCing.
Send a screenshot tattle every time it happens. They're talking shit about your disorder again.
Literally.
Damn.
It's okay. It's
dyslexia.
actually my superpower.
I will say I know your Jewish family, and it seems like you are way more chiller than them.
I am.
Like your mom gets so stressed, but you're so like chill vibes.
Yeah, I guess it's whatever. You kind of have to like balance out
Literally.
the energy of
Is
your
it because
family.
they
It's like,
set
it's really,
you up for success? Like, are they?
Well, the feeling is that everyone in my family thinks they're the chillest, right? Really? Yeah.
They do?
Everyone individually thinks they're the chillest
Wait,
member
I'm
of the
obsessed
family.
with that dynamic of being like, God, I'm
But everyone's
relaxed.
so high strung.
It is funny when your mom turns to me to be like, "Oh my God, Andy," and then Andy will turn to me and be like, "Oh my God, Tracy."
Andy and Tracy, I'm loving
Yeah, it's
that.
a fun name.
Yeah.
You get the Y's at the end.
Aw, meant to be.
Yeah, I mean, this whole family dynamic, I mean, it's very interesting. There's something so almost like fetishized about being a Jewish person with a Holocaust survivor in your family.
Yeah, I did like that too, of her being like, yes, yes, I hit the jackpot. It's like just how ridiculous it is to like be celebrating, kind of just having like the cred. Of
Yeah.
yeah, being like, yes, I have gone through something.
And it's
By
also
extension.
like begging him to like have a sob story, and he's like, "I don't really think about that sort of stuff."
Yeah, yeah. And he's just like, I want to go to IKEA and have the Swedish meatball.
And he had quite the day. He had a Broad City adventure.
Well, yes.
First of all, he was able to very quickly convince them to roll him up in a rug and take him out the freight elevator.
Love.
Which
I
was
know.
cool.
I was wondering if, Kevin Carpet was on the brain.
That's what, right. But he's kind of only come into the scene in the last 3 years.
What's Kevin
Really?
Carpet?
You know
What's
Kevin Carpet.
Kevin Carpet is the guy who it's his kink to be rolled up in a carpet and everybody walks over him at parties.
Oh, I have heard about this. He
You've
goes
stepped
he
on
goes to
him.
singers. He
Yes,
goes
you've
to singers.
stepped
Yeah.
on him many
At
times.
Yeah.
Singers. Where at Singers? Are they against the bar?
So before you get to the
Outside.
backyard, he'll like be at the front door and you like can't open the door all the way because his carpet's in the way. We're like, that's Kevin.
And then it's like,
It's a fire
I
hazard.
stepped on him. There you-
But
it was
also, he's in trouble right now.
for what?
Because
The
it's
law?
been revealed that it's like a full fetish, and so he's
What
actually
do you-
not being allowed into space. Everyone
What
was
Of course it's
What
revealed.
else could it be?
I know,
When
but
people
we've
are like,
crossed the
well,
line
now
of
that
sorts.
you're enjoying it, it's illegal.
He was always enjoying it.
Well, he entered like he became very viral on TikTok in the last few months. So when he was like a smaller known entity for the last 3 years, like going to singers, like niche bars and niche events, people are like, that's the guy at the kink in a carpet. Now someone posted a video on TikTok and went viral. Everyone's releasing their stories about it, and the whole internet has kind of turned against him.
Interesting.
So what's the narrative right now? Did he do something, or people are just kind of freaked out
they're
by
freaked
his
out
kink?
by the whole
In the
kink.
words of Addison Rae, fame is a gun.
Well, they're,
That is so
they're
true.
unknowingly like entering into his kink without like consent, essentially. Like they're kind of
Yeah.
feeding us sexual. I don't
Totally.
I
It's
don't wanna
like
be
it's
too
like all the
mean,
child
but-
actors on Nickelodeon being like, that's why there was all that feet stuff.
Yeah, it's not exactly like that.
No, I would.
Okay.
Due to the child.
I actually agree with you. That's why that's all the feet stuff.
Like where it's
No,
like
that is why. You're
like
right.
that was like a fetish, but at the time they didn't know,
Oh,
and so
okay,
then they
okay.
grow up and they're like, oh, that was like not okay, and now that is
I step
there.
on a carpet and then I realize it's a fetish.
and then
I
he's
go,
horny.
"Ugh."
I'm kind of like yeah, I guess. I'm like, why am I feeling bad for him?
Because he's being stepped on.
I feel bad. I'm like, so I when I step on him, I'm like, I'm giving him a gift. I'm not feeling violated,
Right.
really.
You're like, it's 2025, a lot's going bad. Like, if I can help a guy
Yeah,
out.
like, so he needs this for some reason.
We're just in a
and-
really specific time of consent, I think. Is
Yeah,
what it is.
yeah, totally,
Like it's just a really
so-
specific conversation.
yeah,
yeah,
it's
you're
a
right.
good
Yeah.
point.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a really like nuanced actual situation though that can really like contextualize a lot of like. I mean, so sorry, didn't mean to hit you in the face with your microphone, but it really does. It's like I mean, not that I don't want to talk about. Never mind. I think we're another nuanced situation to compare, but it really is like a very specific case study in so many.
It is.
It is.
And I don't know the
groups.
answer.
No, there isn't a right answer.
Yeah.
When I
It's part of
found
the
out
problem.
that life isn't black and white.
No.
That sucked when I
Where
found
were
that
you?
out. Where were you?
Oh god, that was a tough cookie to crunch on.
Oh, I like
What did
that.
people say?
That sounded good.
Not that, but I like it.
Okay, let's talk about Alan Cumming.
I mean,
I
come
would love
on.
to.
So they're like, we're gonna take this guy on the town, but then they run into Alan Cumming and they're like, all right, like I know you want your whole day that's about you, but it's got to be about Alan Cumming, which
literally.
I really connect with because if you see Alan Cumming in the street, that's a New York legend.
Yeah.
Well, and I do think that's very specifically New York. I feel like people
Like he's a god in New York. It's like seeing Fran Lebowitz,
Yes.
where
Yes,
it's like in
yes.
another state,
it
people would
doesn't
be
matter.
like, whatever.
Yes. Which is he can walk freely around, but tourists don't care. But the New Yorkers are like, well, let's follow Alan Cumming.
And I would love to see where he's going. And I hope it is to a drag brunch where he is singing a parody of a Beauty and the Beast song.
Be our guest.
Be our guest. And
Oh, I
there's
thought he
just-
was doing Will Cumming.
No, I think he was doing
From
Be Our Guest.
I thought he was
Cabaret.
doing Be Our Guest.
That
He
is
said, you're
so
our
true.
guest. You're our guest.
That's absolutely true.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
my head, because he was the host of Cabaret.
Yes.
Right,
He was singing that song, but I made that up.
Well,
In my mind, actually. So
It's
beautiful to have an
amazing thing,
imagination.
Yeah, a palace
Yeah.
that you can
Literally,
jump
yeah.
around in your mind.
that's gorgeous.
you guys are yes-ending so hard right now.
Our
here.
improv backgrounds are coming back to bite us.
Oh my god.
I know.
Yeah, I know. And I was kind of like, so this is my fantasy.
Literally.
I do sort of like that, like, as that the show kind of gets gayer, and I'm like, so y'all are just in this gay ass little fantasy of like going to drag brunch.
Go to drag brunch.
I'm like, yeah, this is awesome. You're wearing this hat because your hot girlfriend asked you to, and now you're like, fuck, there's Sasha Velour. It's like,
They
yeah.
got some good queens too.
Yeah, they
They really did.
But I mean, that would be so fun if you were a queen that's like, yeah, I'm gonna run brunch on Broad City for an hour.
Of course,
Yeah.
yeah.
And like, they didn't even really have to do much. Like, most of them were just kind of like, hey.
Hey, it's me, Jiggly Valiente.
Hey guys. And then Allison. I also wonder how long it feels like they choreographed that sequence in about 2 hours.
Yeah, but I'm on the spot for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was just him kind of walking and being
Yeah.
like, moms and gay guys are here.
And the whole audience is just like politely like,
Which is so how a drag brunch is.
Literally.
I accidentally went to brunch in Midtown with Esther next to a drag brunch.
Wow.
And it was like a comedian drag brunch, but like it was like
did a set?
Midtown.
Uh-huh.
And it was
Wait,
like
what?
like
Comedian drag brunch? But if
Like
you were
the
next
drag
to a
queen was a
brunch?
comedy queen.
Okay, so were you not at the brunch though?
So no, we were sat beside it, but it was so loud that we could not hear each other. Also, it was just a terrible brunch. It was actually the worst brunch I've ever
Why
been to.
were you
Don't be
in
afraid to name
Midtown?
it.
Because we were about to see a real woman have curves.
Oh, I love that show.
Matinee.
They closed.
We saw it
Oh.
right as the curtains were closing.
My dad's friend from high school was in it.
No way. Which
Yeah.
guy? The one guy.
No, a woman.
Oh.
Men and women can be friends.
Men and women can be friends. That's what Garrett and I are here to prove.
Oh my god, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Wait, there
think
was
about
lots
that.
of women in it.
Yes, the lesbian.
I don't remember.
Sandra
a
Valls.
lesbian.
You remember when they all take off their clothes and one of them's wearing boxers, okay?
Oh,
Don't forget that.
yes.
The butch one is
The
friends with my
butch
dad from
one.
high school.
I remember being like, cool butch representation in this show.
Absolutely. I was, my paws were up. and then then we went backstage and we took a shot.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is fun as hell.
That's a Broad City story.
Literally.
Yeah, that is.
I
Yeah.
always wonder with Broadway, like, are they drinking because it's nightlife, but are they having to save their voices? Like, what's going on with these people?
But based on the information I have received, they're going out till 4 a.m. and then waking up at like 2 p.m. and doing a show.
Yeah. And Garrett has
Crazy.
some insider info.
I have some insider info. Some of them are really healthy, but some of them are like they're doing K-pops, which is a bump of ketamine,
Okay, yeah.
and then a bump of poppers.
See, that's what I was thinking, but then
That's
Emma
taking
Stone
places
was
very
like, I
long.
don't speak during the day to save my voice.
She seems very well behaved and healthy. If I were on Broadway, I'd be getting crazy. But
Sometimes they don't
I'm
have to
not.
sing that much; they just have to dance. It's like, well, then I can get drunk.
Yeah.
Right. It depends how big your role is.
Yeah.
I've seen some of them. They got like 3 lines in and out. Girl, I'm doing a K-pop. You know? It's easy peasy.
Girl, that
I'm
sounds
doing
yummy.
K-pop.
But then Tracy Turnblad there's that story of her. She had to. She didn't speak at all. And Legally Blonde. Who's the woman?
Tracy Turnblad. I like how that's like the actor's
Tracy
name.
Turnblad, the actress.
In the movie?
No, when she did it on Broadway.
Oh, okay, sure.
They were like,
I
she
think
was
there's
like,
been a lot of women.
There's so many women on Broadway.
Many women.
And that specific role.
The
in
way I was like, oh yeah,
particular-
Molly Ringwald. I'm like, wrong girl.
And then Laura Bell Bundy for Legally Blonde was like, yeah, I don't speak during the day. I don't talk at all.
She killed it.
Yes.
And she killed it. It was worth it.
Why were we talking? Oh,
So I one really
All
thing
this
that
to
this does
say-
hide into me that it's 2019 was really an era where drag was still being so appreciated that now in the city, drag brunch, that's for tourists. That's a thing
It's
that
scary now.
the whole drag culture has become so overly saturated in New York, and you'll talk to drag queens constantly, and there's not one bar in a gay bar or even a bar in general that like doesn't do like surprise drag all the time at you because there's so many queens now.
No,
Then
in
there-
2019 they were
there's
doing
less
surprise
queens.
drag at you also.
Oh, of course, but people were appreciating it.
No,
Now-
we were pissed
You're
off.
still tired then?
We were 2019 and they were making us they were at the Rosemont, they were doing shows and everybody was pissed and we didn't want to go outside
Well,
or
this is
clear
B
out.
bar.
Okay.
This is B bar.
what's B-bar?
So B bar is actually where I used to get drunk all the time when I was like 19. It's like next to Phoebe's. It's at Square and Bowery. Where it's like,
Allegedly.
no, it happened. Phoebe's and like B bar, and now B bar is closed. But like that was the bar that everyone would get like drunk at. Like it's an intern bar.
Oh.
The famous intern bars where everyone's like homophobic.
Totally.
So it's not a gay bar?
No,
And they're doing
no.
surprise
Drag was
shows?
See, they would actually never have drag brunch there. That's something that the team rented that space out for
Got it.
for this episode.
Oh,
it's
it was you're
specific-
talking about.
this
I thought you were
specific
telling us a
bar.
story
I'm
that there was
sorry, I
surprise
kind
drag
of
at
brought
B-bar.
reality in.
Thank
but
you.
also in
course.
general, I think drag is just like it's really. This is a point where drag was still really appreciated in
Mm-hmm.
culture, and I think we're at a time where it like has reached. I think we could see it become popular again, but the popularity of drag was much more.
Well,
emphasized
drag
in
is more
2019.
popular than ever before right now, but in terms of like it used to be a New York delicacy more, whereas like now because of COVID, all the queens are coming from social media rather
I
than
feel
like
like maybe it was a thing that what you're saying is it was more appreciated, but maybe it was just more of a novelty.
Yeah.
Like I think so drag brunch they were kind of like ooh, whereas now it's like oh okay that's over.
I have to say, even brunch in general.
brunch is
is kind of
over.
Brunch is over.
who
brunch
goes
is
to
over.
brunch? Like
Let's do lunch.
No, and we do like it's like
Normal style.
casual, or we're doing kind of like a breakfast, but nobody's like the event of like brunch with mimosas is over.
Yeah, it's sad.
I mean, maybe
we
they're
can't
doing it in
afford
LA.
it. We can't afford it.
Totally.
Maybe it's true because it's like I want to do something at night. I can't do brunch at night.
I also feel like millennials drink more than like we do now, and it was just like, well, the idea that we're going out on Saturday and then we're going to drink again Sunday morning, like, I feel like pick a side.
Right. We
Oh.
would never do anything
We
like
would
that.
never drink that much.
Gary and I would never drink the day after we drank in the night together.
This didn't happen yesterday.
And we've never.
It was a weeknight, guys.
We would
know.
Why would you drink on a weeknight?
No,
That is
literally.
wrong.
Literally.
That is just wrong to have a frosé and then a vodka soda and then a beer.
Don't ever go to karaoke on a weeknight.
And don't.
Yeah. Well, I remember I got one of the drunkest times I've ever been was with you a year ago, where you and Maggie
What?
Winters were like,
Oh, yes.
we're like going in a car, and I was like, I'm coming.
We were at the cat. That was actually a Broad City night, kind of.
Yeah.
At the Cat Cohen special release party. Then we ended up at that other bar, and then we ended up in Dimes Square.
That
What
was a
Times Square
lot.
did bar did you go to?
Oh, there's no way to
Clandestino?
know. No, it was outside
only one I
wine
know.
bar. We were inside.
Ladai?
We were inside getting bottle wine service.
Yes.
Dimes?
Dimes
That
Square,
sounds like
yeah.
him.
No, dimes.
I'm
What?
like, that sounds like a
Oh,
great
maybe,
night.
yes.
It
Yeah.
was
Wooden,
it
a
was
little
cool
orange.
because I remember getting home and
That's Servios?
Maybe it was Servios. I don't
they
remember.
wouldn't let us in, and we were like, well, we're with Delaney Rowe, and they were like, we're sorry for disrespecting
They were
you.
like, here's a table, please.
It was so
Crazy.
funny, but also I remember getting so drunk and being like, it must be 3 a.m. It was 12:30.
I'm dead. But I feel like you drink though.
Yeah, that night I didn't have dinner, and it was an open bar, so I really lost my mind.
We
Totally.
have to be eating dinner before we drink. And
This is a
I'm
tip for living an elegant and enviable life.
constantly reminding myself of this, by the way.
Yeah, we do. And we have to actually be utilizing open bars as well.
Yeah.
The open bar is that is kind of a core theme of our lives.
Actually, to bring it back kind of to Broad City, when I was doing IO, which is the Chicago answer to
Ayahuasca?
ayahuasca, and Broad Olympic, which is the Chicago equivalent to UCB, we would have like Christmas parties, and there would be open bar, but only from like 7 to 10. And so at 9:30, you would start getting as many drinks as you can and hiding them around the corner.
That is very Broad City.
We would just be like, okay, quick, doubles, and then like put it in the classroom behind
so
a chair.
It's
would
so
do that.
broke improviser. Like the way BCC always has to send an email like, do not bring outside alcohol.
Yes,
You cannot sneak in
yes.
alcohol, you guys.
Dude.
Buy a drink.
Speak of 2019 is like when I was in New York, like doing comedy, and I am now, but it was a while back, and I would bring a roadie. Like I would like mix like a lemonade and a vodka in a water bottle. My friends and I would go to the bar and we would hide that outside. And then when we would go to another bar, we'd pick it back up.
That's
Keep drinking
my
it.
God.
awesome.
Me storing my macro bar at the Bell House because they're like, you can't bring in food. I'm like, well, I'm gonna get this protein bar later in the night.
Yeah.
It's just like that.
It's just
just
like
like
too
that.
similar. No, but-
So we lose.
right. So they're at the
Saul
brunch.
goes.
Saul hits the pen. It's marijuana. He says if you cough, that's how you do it right.
When they
Yeah.
hadn't
So
announced
then
that it was.
he runs out to the bus.
Wait, can I just
Yeah,
say,
yeah.
when they have the pen, I was like, I guess vape culture was around back then. But then they were immediately like, it's weed. And I was like, never mind.
Yes.
No,
Well,
jewels were
Jewels were
happening.
so
Jewels are
popular.
happening, but I feel like I'm agreeing with you. I feel like vape culture now is like if you
But
someone
now
has
it's
a
like
vape,
everyone.
I'm
It's
assuming
different.
nicotine,
Yeah, whereas like back then it was like, oh, like younger, like it was just like Abbi and Ilana wouldn't jewel,
Right, you're right.
well,
but
Yeah.
they would smoke.
this was in the time that I was vaping marijuana a lot too, but not smoking weed. Like from the pen, being like I would buy just the cartridges and just like vape, which I feel like doesn't really happen anymore.
No, people still vape.
Sure.
People vape weed.
It's all there. The pens are a lot smaller now, though. It's very compact what they got.
Oh.
And now they look like vapes, too.
I used to
The
have
whole
a boyfriend in
culture.
college, and he would. I had a vape where you would put actual weed in it, and then you could vape it.
I like those.
Oh,
yeah.
that's
So
fancy.
weird.
Huh.
I know,
A
right?
lot to think about. Well, you know,
Technology.
I think Gen Z is just a lot more vape forward.
Yeah.
And
Really.
that is actually one of the few cultural touch points that Gen Z actually have is vaping.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're right. And you know what? Yeah, say what you will about drinking. They're vaping.
But they do have vape.
Yeah.
I remember there was a kid in my high school who made a documentary called Vape Nation.
Oh.
And then there was another.
Nice.
And no, at the same year at my university at Tulane, there was a documentary came out called Jewel Lane about
Jewel
how bad
Lane.
vaping had gotten.
Yeah, no, the vaping is crazy because people are doing it like as soon as they wake up. A cigarette, you at least have to go outside.
I just
Are you
got.
high?
I just started
Went
thinking about all
somewhere.
my friends who vape, and I'm like, are they gonna be okay?
no,
No.
Because the lead. We just found out about the lead.
they're not going to be
Well,
okay.
I mean, the lad.
The
It's
lead.
bad.
Well, let's
It's
talk about the
bad.
lead.
Literally, there's lead everywhere now.
Lead cannot
Yeah, okay,
be
so
escaped.
he gets lost. They're like, where would an old Jewish person go? They immediately are like freaking out. They go, Zabar's.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course.
They head up to 80th Street, which is crazy because it's like, that's on 73rd, so you're off by a few blocks there.
Clock that
Moved a
tea.
little bit.
But I do love when they're there and she's like, well, we're never up here, so maybe we get a babka. 'Cause
Yeah.
that does happen, by the way.
Yeah.
They're like, well, let me get some crawfish tuna or whatever.
Crawfish.
Is that what they said?
Whitefish salad.
Whitefish salad.
Crawfish tuna.
Crawfish tuna. The Texan hopped out there, huh?
I was like, I wonder if Evan's gonna be proud of me for knowing the right terminology.
Crawfish
The
tuna.
crawfish tuna.
You got 3 Texans on this couch right now.
Yeah.
Crawfish tuna.
Crawfish
There's 2 different
tuna.
seafoods.
Yeah.
Listen.
So what is it? Whitefish
Whitefish salad.
salad. Yeah.
Delicious.
That's a mayo-based
And
salad.
then they go to the Holocaust Museum
Which
because
is so funny.
it's so funny for them to be like, I know where he'd go. The museum to remember.
And them walking out too, being like, well, we couldn't just breeze through, could we?
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh my God, a sale. Jewish people love sales. And then they shop. And then they're
It's
like,
cool when Jews can like be anti-Semitic.
it's cool when
It's
they can play
fun.
with their
Yeah, I
tropes.
know.
But it is so funny where it's like, we gotta find him. And they're like, we don't really have to take this on. Like, let's just go back and get our licenses. Like, it's like, oh, they literally like deflated their own stakes of the episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gave up.
Yeah. But then the woman at the desk is like, go get that man.
Yeah, he's at IKEA. He always goes there. I'm like obsessed with that.
That's
too.
so good, too.
To like have a place you always go. What would be yours, your IKEA, if you were gonna escape
that's
the nursing
a
home?
great question. If I was to escape a nursing home,
my
And you're like,
gosh.
oh my God, I know where I could find Garrett.
it's gonna be a bar.
Julius?
It might be Julius, actually. Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
Thank you.
What would be
Ooh.
yours?
Or Marie's.
Yeah, it would
Yeah.
be
Marie's
Marie's.
Crisis.
It would be Marie's. What would be mine? God, I don't know. What would be mine?
The Gap.
Legit. No, like real.
I saw
I don't
Allison the
know.
other day.
I
She came with a
come-
giant Gap bag. I was like, the cats I had worked on this girl.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
By
So
the
cool.
way, you've said that to me already.
The cats I had worked.
No, I hadn't because I literally went into a coma the moment after that show.
Then I feel like you literally told me
No.
Allison walked in with Gap.
I did. I bought these jeans.
I did.
Oh, these
Yeah.
are the jeans.
These are the
talked to
jeans.
you.
I've
I
heard
know,
about
that's
these
why I'm
jeans.
confused.
Yeah, I've been
and
telling
scared.
everybody about my new jeans because I
Upstairs,
don't shop
maybe?
very much. Us having 2 different conversations.
And it's like fun. It's like in an improv scene where you switch between the two, but we forget to hold
Yeah.
space.
Yes, holding space. That's
Me
what this
bringing up
podcast-
holding space a lot this episode.
But it's I
We
hope
have
we bring that
to.
out of you. You know.
Yeah.
We have to hold
Yeah.
space.
Where would you go if you were old?
The retirement home.
No,
Like-
if you were escaping.
I wouldn't want to. I'm having such a good time. My grandmother, we can't get her out of the retirement home. We're like, can you please come to us for Hanukkah? She goes, no, I'm not leaving here.
Yeah.
Wait.
I haven't seen her outside of Providence in 3 years now because she refused to leave. She has so much fun there.
Oh my God! Wait, that's gonna be us.
She has community.
Yes, she does. She's
amazing.
planned programming and community. It's like, I can't provide that in Westchester.
No, it's legit hard to. Yeah, she's like us, where if you go somewhere, you become the mayor by accident.
Literally though.
It's really hard not to develop a thriving social life if you're put somewhere with other people.
It really does make a complete difference in one's life.
To have
Yes, these
a.
old people that live in these communities, I'm highly jealous of them
Well, the biggest
You live in
thing-
one too.
in
You're-
this house.
You're
a way,
basically
yeah.
in your web in Brooklyn is what she's experiencing. But
Yeah,
old.
we're so lucky. It's why
Oh,
people
right. I have
feel.
water aerobics at 1. You wish, Allison.
By the
She
way,
has
This
everything
is
there.
your water aerobics.
By the way, I have water aerobics tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't though.
Okay, but you,
You
could
have
come.
comedy show, and that's your water
Wait,
aerobics.
Where do you do this?
Equinox.
Oh, sure.
yeah.
Zach Senior teaches it.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah.
If you're a gay guy comedian, you have to be a fitness instructor.
Illegal
That's
Or
actually
teaching.
true.
Something else.
Thank
Wow.
you, Allison. That was
Welcome.
really.
I'm holding space for
Yeah.
other jobs.
I think my place that I would escape to is Sonic.
Equinox.
Because
Yeah.
whenever I'm like really drunk and
Totally.
need something, I always go back to like the Reese's Sonic Blast that I loved as a kid.
Yum.
Is there
Yeah.
Sonic here?
Yeah, in
What?
Bushwick.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's amazing.
I may
Where
have to
would
go
I
after
be?
this.
I would end up at some wine bar, paying
Yeah.
$20 a glass,
Yeah.
20.
This-
loving my
Right.
life.
This episode of Broad City is so unique to me because it's the most referential, I think, in maybe the whole show of the city itself. Like we were talking upstairs, how this does refer to Red Hook and IKEA.
Yeah.
And it's so insider baseball because they're doing two different things here, which is like really specific Jewish culture and then really specific New York culture, which is like Alan Cumming. Yes, he's uniquely famous, but he also is very famous in New York and is known in New York for his celebrity.
Yeah.
I mean, it's also referred to like when they see him. And then also the Judaism, like the referral to Zabars. It's like, people don't know what the hell Zabars
I know.
is.
I wonder if
Yeah.
it's because like they're in season 5 now and they're like, we can do us. And like we don't have to really worry about appealing to this like audience because we have our audience. And so let's just like fuck around
But
at
if you ever
Zabars.
talk to like a manager, or they're always like, anyone that works in industry is always like, don't be too referential. Like, do not like specifically only talk about New York. And I think part of it is they like, I've been in many manager meetings, but they're like, you can never do Broad City. Like, it's just too specific of a show. And that's kind of the beauty that I was even got to be on TV in the first place, because it's a really specific relationship. It's a really specific like subsect of their Judaism and their lives in the city. And it's so referential to that. And it's like, how interesting is that? My question to like people that don't necessarily understand it.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Well, I mean, I watched it before I moved here and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, what a rich like playgrounds. That sounds awesome.
But you're someone who moved here. I'm like, is someone in the Midwest going to connect with that?
I feel like if you think about Sex in the City, like everybody's like, this is the third character, whatever, like what we always say. So it's like, it's fun to like learn about a world. It's the same thing with Gilmore Girls of like wanting to know the world of Stars Hollow. It's
The
like,
Stars Hollow
yeah.
is make believe, it's fictional.
But I don't think that when you're watching this show and you don't know New York, you're thinking about like, what the fuck is Zabars? Because just like in Stars Hollow, to you it is fictional. And so it doesn't have to be like, you don't really have to have the context because the jokes are there and they are putting you in like, oh, okay, there's an old Jewish guy in mayo-based salads. That's where he is.
yeah, it's like the Festival of the Living Art where you're like, I wouldn't know what that is.
That's not a real thing.
I know, but either
Well,
is
she has to go into painting.
where either is whitefish tuna or whatever.
It is real.
I watch stuff based
That's
on
something I eat
places.
every day.
But I didn't know about it, so it wasn't
Right.
real to me. Like I was like, oh, like the fact that they're talking about babka, I'm like, what's babka?
If you watch something set in a place you've never been, you just take their word for it.
It's
Right.
Narnia.
I know, but for
It's
me,
Santa. It's Santa's workshop.
It's Santa's workshop,
sometimes
honey.
comedy though is based around the context, right? So like we
Yeah.
find the line of like the whitefish salad funny. Like they're in the mayo-based salad lane, and to us that's funny because we go, oh, Zabars, they have all these fun lines in there. That's really humorous to me. But as someone who's an outsider, it's like, Amelia just called a crawfish tuna. It's like, is that landing with her?
Well, they can focus on the hat.
Right, they can focus on the hat.
They go, wait, that is an ugly yellow hat.
It's also like I'm learning.
Yeah. I feel like before I moved to New York, when I was not in New York, every time that there was like a reference to New York, like New York feels electric even when you're not in it. And it's like the idea of it is like so exciting that even the references, you're like, oh my God, yes, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, I do know about that actually. I know about all of
the
it.
IKEA, well, sure,
Yeah,
sure,
oh my God. And then even, you don't know where Red Hook is, but you know about IKEA.
Yeah.
Zabars is uniquely famous in New York City, but at a like a larger scale, is it? I don't think so. And but so much of their comedy and so much of the stories almost like based around the context of the city. And I do think it's really interesting to watch that. But is it also like really, is it isolating from an audience perspective at times?
I wonder because it's hard to separate like the imagination of somebody watching it from my own experience of being like, I want to be them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. It's a larger conversation in comedy itself, isn't it? Like how specific can comedy be before it becomes isolating?
Well, I really feel like I've found that in the past like few years of kind of being like a queer New York comedian and then getting out of the city, going to do these other shows, and I'm like, I'm speaking Greek to you guys.
Literally.
Like, and I don't feel that I'm inaccessible as a comedian, but like, yeah, it is a reason you gotta get out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it is. I mean, you bring up a big point, and a large something we often hear as comedians from other comedians who like leave the city, do shows outside of it. It's like Brooklyn is a really specific bubble, and even if you feel like you're not one of the specific people in Brooklyn, your comedy still at a level of specificity that it is isolating to a larger audience.
Yeah. I think I even see this when I do like some other shows in Manhattan that aren't like Brooklyn shows where you're like, oh yeah, you guys aren't You don't know this.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like what we find funny in this like specific bubble is like 2 steps to the right of like where other people's minds are at. So they're like, what are you saying?
Yeah.
Where it's like, if you're like, y'all ever go on a date that's bad? They're like, oh, I know about this.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I remember I did like a headlining set in Houston at this small club, and like somebody brought their mom, and during the show the mom taps the daughter and goes, what's a DM?
Oh my gosh.
And she told me this after the show. I didn't hear it during, but like it was after my set, and I didn't really like the set I had, and I was like, that's how much you have to think about stuff when you're on quote unquote the road.
No, literally. Or you think about like watching a big name comedian special, and we're like, if they tried to do that at an open mic in Brooklyn, they would get thrown tomatoes. Like, but then it's like, oh, millions of people are loving their stuff. So it's like, yeah, we forget like what a hyper specific bubble we live in.
Broad City also is that like one of the more successful things that come from the hyper specific bubble, right? Where it's like it is alt comedy, and then it's on a major broadcasting network like Comedy Central and was viewed by millions of people. So I think it's just more of the question is like, how accessible is alt comedy? A show that's based around like 2 very Jewish women living in New York City, but specifically talking about New York City, also being queer. And it's like, at the time, it really resonated with a lot of millennials.
Oh, sorry.
No, keep going.
I mean, I do think that at the heart of the show, it's about like this friendship and like how crazy it is to just be young and like confused and running around with your best friend and loving each other. So I feel like it was accessible. And then it has this backdrop of, references, but it's not all references. I feel like it's like anybody can relate to the show.
Yeah, and I think like every TV show has its own backdrop of like certain things you have to know. Like in the world of Breaking Bad, it goes like this. Like every show has its own kind of like playground.
Oh, absolutely.
But is it like the kind of idea of like coastal elite, like sort of, there is probably some shit where you're like, I don't care.
No, it is. It's very, it feels like a very, I think you're right. It's like, it's kind of elitist comedy at times. It also is interesting to think about the landscape of TV today, where it's like Broad City probably couldn't exist in the landscape of TV today because it's so specific, and it's because we're living in more conservative times, right? And also TV has to become more general because there's just less streamers, right? So when you had a more captive audience who were watching Comedy Central, and this is the only place they could find alt comedy, yes, you're going to get all the viewers on it. But now people that are interested in alt comedy actually have a million outlets to consume it in.
But I guess I'm still inspired, I think, by the like alt stuff that does come out of Brooklyn, like Julio Torres, like Los Spookies and Phantasmas, like stuff like that, where it's like, yeah, that's not relatable at all, but it's cool, and like, I don't know, like, or O'Mary or something.
No, absolutely.
I don't know. I do think there's an appetite for some weirdness. I feel like I think things will turn once like so many very like broad general, like this is the new show for zillennials like shows happen. Because I think people want freaky shit.
Any closing thoughts on this episode? They end up at the IKEA eating Swedish meatballs together.
Oh, and I love when they run around. Saul, they run around and they have a full cart of stuff.
And he goes, oh, wow.
We were looking for you. Yeah. And he's like, oh, really?
Coming for just one thing.
Yeah.
And he doesn't talk about the Holocaust once.
No, he's just an old man who wants to get out of the house.
Yeah.
They ask him directly, right?
So
one of the closing
times.
lines. And he's like, oh, yeah, it's important to remember and also not think about it.
It's true.
Whoa.
Well, we're going to cut to our second break. And when we get back, we're going to dive into your Broad City moment.
Oh, okay.
Garrett, what is your Broad City moment?
Okay, so this is kind of a crazy one. I went out one night. I came home with a man. The next day he goes, I have tickets to go see Mariah Carey's Christmas concert at MSG. I was going to get rid of them, and I said, do not get rid of them. I will go with you. And then we went to MSG.
That next day?
That next day.
Oh my God.
My God.
And then we were at dinner before, and he was being really weird to the server.
Weird how?
Like he was like, I used to be a server, so I understand. And I was like, don't do that.
I hate when they do that.
I know. This is when I met less than 24 hours
I'm
before.
always like that when I always want to do that when I go into a Madewell because I used to work at Madewell. I just want to be like, I know about the jeans. I know about the jeans.
And then we went to Mariah Carey, and then I have never, ever, ever seen him again.
How was the concert with him?
I mean, I had a ball, but it was because I was a Mariah Carey concert. And Ariana Grande showed up and Jennifer Hudson.
Oh my
sing their
God.
song.
Sometimes it's like a night can be beautiful and then you can let it go.
Yes.
Nights have to be treated like flowers.
Yes.
They bloom and then they die.
You are a poet.
literally
Again and again. I mean,
literally
did you
am.
hear that?
That's wonderful.
I mean, I've had many Broad City. There's been the ones with like Chris where like we ended up at a bar and Alex Newell complimented my shirt. And you're like, oh, wow.
Who's Alex Newell?
Alex Newell. Actually, Alex Newell, kind of a Alan Cumming style celebrity in the Broadway community, was unique on Glee.
Oh,
Unique?
yes.
And then was in Shucked last year, 2 years ago, won a Tony.
Yes. I remember watching them on the Glee project.
Yes. And we were at this bar and they sang Kill the Lights, of course, their song. And then came up to me afterwards and was like, I love your shirt. I was like, thank you. Every time I see a celebrity, though, I have to be like, I don't know who you are.
Yeah. I've never met you, Padma Lakshmi.
I was in an improv class with her.
Were
Well-
you? Was she good?
She was gifted stage presence.
Definitely.
She did
is-
improv.
She is incredible.
She kept bringing up her teenage daughter, and she's like, we had to make a rule in the house that she can't order Postmates unless she does her homework.
Yeah. That's a good rule. Padma sounds like a great mom.
Literally. Allison,
What is your Broad City moment?
I was thinking back about, I feel like they're always like on a date with somebody so random. And I feel like so much of my early 20s was obviously like dating weird guys in New York. And I recovered from that. But I remember one time I met this guy. I was doing a show in some basement and like everybody's crowd work was about how hot this guy in the front row was. And I got on stage and I was like, wait, he is hot. And so I like talked to him for the whole set. And then we ended up going on a date that weekend.
Wow.
And I remember like, it's just so me being 24 at the time. But like, I remember instead of getting the check, he just threw $100 bill down on the table and we like left. And I just remember being like, that is actually at this time in my life, the coolest thing I've ever seen anybody do.
Literally.
And that in like that one move, he was so random. And obviously I wasn't really into it. It did prompt me to be seeing him for probably like a couple
That
times
is
a
kind
month
of
for
hot
like
to just
6
be
months.
Like, here it is. Take it.
Yeah, and then
whatever.
just to be like so stunned, I went to his apartment. He lived on the ground floor of a brownstone, and he had a cat and one book, and it was Gucci Mane's autobiography.
What?
And I was like, yeah, well, you're awesome.
I love the idea that you're like, well, he pays with a single bill. I'm in.
Yeah, I just thought that was like the swaggiest move
That
I'd
is the
ever
swaggiest
seen.
That's
move.
kind of cool.
Did he not? He didn't even get the check.
He
just
didn't
left
even get the
$100
check.
bill.
He left
That's
$100
awesome.
bill and was like, let's go. And I was like, whoa, that's sick.
Let's go. We have Gucci Mane.
We have Gucci Mane to read. It was crazy. And then his whole story was like he used to be like the drug lord of Ithaca and then like has this incredible apartment and loves Gucci Mane. And yeah, so
Wow.
I just felt like that
You
was an
should've stayed
interesting
with
Broad
him.
City
You
like
should've stayed
character.
with him.
I know. I think about him sometimes. I'm like, what is he doing? He has no social media.
Ugh.
I
Oh.
might have imagined it all. I
May-
might have imagined it all.
That'd be beautiful.
Yeah. So
Those
I
are
felt
some
like that
good
was a
Broad
random
City moments.
character. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
That is a real character and can you connect me. Okay, ready for your last segment?
Yeah.
Girl, get your Glock. It's rapid fire time. We're going to ask you a series of rapid fire questions. Don't think twice. Are you ready?
Sure.
Yes. Do we answer at the same time?
If you guys could be in unison, I'd prefer
would
it.
We can read each other's
We'll
minds.
try our best.
I'm like-
Are you guys schoolgirls? Or are you getting schooled girls?
I think we're
School
schoolgirls.
How are you?
Bad.
Reduce, reuse, recycle, or Rihanna?
Rihanna.
Are you the voice of your generation or a voice of a generation?
Voice of
Voice of a generation.
I'm your 16th cousin, Ilana Wexler, or what if you just called Taylor up / text her?
What if you just call Taylor up / text her?
Never forget or don't remember me.
Don't
remind
remember me.
Never forget.
The hideous hat or the head that wears it?
The hideous hat.
Anxiety diarrhea or confidence constipation?
Confidence constipation.
IKEA meatballs or orange drink if you know you know?
Orange drink if you know you know.
Jean and me or magic pansexual New York City party boy nymph?
Magic
Pansexual New York City party boy nymph.
Oh my god, you
Oh
guys
my
ate
God.
that up. Score 100.
Thank you.
A 100, 100, 100.
Thank you guys so much for being on the pod.
This
Thanks
was
for
so
having
fun.
us.
Where can the people find you?
Well, you can find us, of course, at Decadence Pod.
Yes.
And at Union Hall at our bit. Well, when will this go out?
In 4 weeks.
Okay, so it'll be over.
My show, Aspiring Icon, at Club Cumming on Friday, November 8th or 7th, whichever one is a Friday.
Oh.
Yeah,
I'm
okay,
doing
6
that.
slot.
Amazing. This is news to me.
Yeah.
And then I guess, well, my show the week after, that same venue, Club Cumming.
Shout out Alan Cumming.
I shout out to Alan Cumming.
It's Alan Cumming's bar.
That's the thing. I'm there often. Hello, what is happening? Is it mine? Yeah, it might be mine. Sorry about that. I'm there often, and I do think I haven't seen him still, and I'm really wanting to.
I've
You
seen
have never
him
seen
there.
him?
No,
Oh,
I know.
sorry, girl.
I
You've
know
seen
he's
him,
there.
right?
Uh-huh.
I mean, he's there. He's been around, and my friend knows him pretty well, and is always like, "Hey," he's like, "I'm sorry, I'm in Scotland." I'm like, oh, sure. Yeah.
Filming a documentary about Club Cumming.
Are they?
Have you heard about this?
No, I haven't.
I'm doing everything I can to get on it.
I know. Well, we must.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that'll be the November 14th.
Oh, and October 23rd, Allison and Friends in LA.
Oh my
Huge,
God. Well,
huge
go
for
see all
LA.
these amazing shows. Club Cumming, LA. Those are two equally cool places. Thank you guys so much for listening to this episode of Girls Rewatch. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, wherever you listen to your podcast. And please share us with a friend because the best review is one coming from your mouth straight to someone else's ears. Also, can you please rate and review us, give us 5 stars, and in the SEO, mention Broad City so other folk can dive into the broad and the butter with us. That'd be so much fun. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll talk to you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.